Hi everyone, I'm Garry. I'm a comics artist and PhD student at the University of Dundee. Today I'm going to show you how to create some characters that you can use in your own comic strip about space. We'll draw an astronaut, a space alien and a rocket ship, and you can follow along as I draw, and I'll give you some tips on how to imagine your own characters. Then I'll show you a comic strip that I've made featuring all the characters we've used, and hopefully you'll be able to have a go at drawing your own. All you need for this is a pen or pencil and some plain paper. So let's get started. We'll kick off by drawing our intrepid space explorer. So we're going to start off by drawing our astronaut. So grab a piece of paper and you can use a pen or a pencil. I'm drawing this on the computer so that you can see as I draw. And the brush that I've chosen is a sort of thick marker. So this could work well with a Sharpie pen or something like that. But you can use whatever you've got handy. So I'll just start and I'll talk you through it as I go. First of all, for the astronaut, the easiest thing to start off with is the helmet. So we're just going to draw quite a cute sort of astronaut rather than something very detailed. And we'll just start off by drawing a nice big round circle for the helmet. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can use a compass if you want to be precise, but you don't have to. Don't worry about making mistakes either. Practice makes perfect, so the way that I like to think of it is just draw and then you can learn from your mistakes afterwards instead of worrying about rubbing out and things as you go. So just draw and don't worry about the mistakes. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the visor at the front, which is the bit that he sees through. So that's just another circle within this. And then because that's made of glass and it's quite shiny, we're going to just draw these little shapes here, which is just the light reflecting on the visor. And then just to give them a kind of more human appearance, we're going to add a little couple of semicircles here, which are just the kind of ears. They would maybe be like speakers or headphones that you can hear through. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to just do a couple of lines here, and this is for the kind of collar where it meets the helmet. So now we're going to start drawing the body. I've chosen a specific shape for this and I'll explain that later on, but you can make him whatever shape you want. But what we want to do is we don't want to make him realistic proportions, so we're going to make the head quite a bit bigger than it would usually be in relation to the body. So we're just going to draw two lines like this, and this is the tops of his arms, and then a line here, and a line here, and then we're going to draw in his body and have it come in at the sides here, which is like his waist. So do a couple of lines here for the top of his gloves, and then for his hands we're going to keep it nice and simple. So we're going to do it as if he's got his fists kind of balled. We're just going to do one little shape like this, and then we're going to do one here, and one here. Same again, the thumb, and then these are the knuckles. And it's nice and easy, because they're in a fist, we don't have to draw fingers and things, so we're trying to keep it as simple as we can. And then just so that we've got a little bit of detail, we're going to just draw this little shape on the front of his chest, and couple of little things like this, and this is just kind of apparatus to help him breathe or whatever it is. So we're going to move on to the legs now. Draw the legs here, and you see this is nice and easy. We're not drawing knees, we're not drawing anything too complicated, just a couple of nice shapes that show the legs, and then we'll have his feet coming out at the bottom. And what we're drawing here is the soles, which you can colour in, just some nice thick soles, because obviously he's got his big moon boots on. So I've just filled this in, because he would have space reflecting on the visor, so it would be dark. And now you can hopefully see the little highlights that we've used to show the light reflecting on it. We can put a couple of little creases in here which just show and at his armpits where the fabric would fold. And then if you want to, you can add some more detail on the gloves. You could add on boots. You just put a couple of lines here. So once you've got this basic shape here, you've got your finished astronaut. You can add in more details if you want, and you can also change it to suit yourself. So come up with some ideas yourself. You can always add in things like you could add in a little antenna for him to communicate with mission control. If you wanted to as well, you could add in some oxygen tanks that are on his back, which obviously help him breathe. And it's up to you. You can just play around with it and you can make it your own.